Hi, I'm Rania, founder of R2R Coaching. I am a relationship coach, a Reiki practitioner. I practice energy healing in several modalities. I've been a blogger for a few years now and soon to be published writer. But I do these videos right here on my channel in order to educate about several relationship topics. The series that I've invested a lot of my time and effort in is this series of Narcissism. It seems to be that in this day and age, everyone is experiencing a narcissist in their life. Or maybe you've already been subjected to narcissistic abuse, but never knew how to label it, never knew what was really going on. But now, because there is more knowledge, we're able to label it. We're able to understand the people that we end up in relations with, whether it be partnerships or their family members or their co-workers or their friends. Narcissism is out there and it's real. And the more you educate yourself about how to handle them, how to cope being in such relationships, better yet, learn how to escape the relationship and leave it behind and then heal from it. This is what I'm here to do. This is why all of my videos are going to be mostly intense. Of course, I'm going to try and make it humorous, but there's not much humor in narcissism and being abused. Please do subscribe to my channel. Share them with your friends. Share them with someone who needs to hear the message that I am putting out there. I put a lot of work into this. I put a lot of work into it because I want to help others who don't have the knowledge. Because once upon a time, I didn't have the knowledge. I wasn't very well educated. Hell, I didn't even know what narcissism was just a few years ago. But now I can tell you, I know a lot more, and thank God that I do, because it's helping me a great deal. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. Hello, and once again, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing more details about narcissistic relationships and common narcissistic behaviors. The situation may differ, the people may differ, but the behavior is usually identical. They are that predictable. In the last video, we covered what is narcissism, how is a narcissist made, common traits and behaviors of a narcissist. If you haven't watched the previous videos, please do check them out. They might explain why I'm so passionate about the subject, and perhaps you learn a thing or two. In today's topic, we will be covering gaslighting. The topic is going to be split into 3 sections. Section number 1, what is gaslighting? Section number 2, how does it look like to be gaslit? Section number 3, tips on how to respond to gaslighting. Let me take a sip of water before we begin this one. Okay, so in the first section, we're going to be discussing what is gaslighting. So gaslighting, in a nutshell, is a form of abuse and emotional manipulation. All narcissists like to use this tactic in order to gain power and control over you, the victim. The purpose of this tactic is to make you doubt your own reality and leaving you confused. At the end of the day, they'll be escaping and deflecting from answering your questions, and they don't have to be held accountable for anything. Let me share a quote with you that I found online by an unknown author. It says, if someone says it's your fault for their bad behavior, you're being gaslighted. Now on to the second section, which is, what does gaslighting actually look like? It comes in different forms and tactics, and in the end, it's all to mess with your mind. Tactic number 1, diverting. The narc will change the subject and divert your attention so that they don't have to take responsibility for their wrongdoings, usually turning the table on you by bringing up something you did wrong in the past. Tactic number 2, blame shifting. The narc will always find a way to shift the blame on you for whatever they did. In the end, it will be your fault. You caused the problem. You caused the fight. They will twist the facts and make everything your fault. Tactic number 3, countering. The narc will question your thoughts, your recollection of past events, and the events that are currently occurring. They do this so that you start questioning your own sanity. Tactic number 4, denial. The narc will deny. They will deny in your face that they said what they literally just said. They will accuse you of misunderstanding them, not listening to them, and that you're becoming more and more forgetful. They are literally driving you to lose your marbles. They will say things like, well, that's not what happened, or you just don't remember, or that's not what I meant. Withholding. The narc will withhold information and manipulate the truth to create doubt and confusion. They will pretend as if they do not understand what you're saying or refuse to hear you out, period. Minimizing. The narc will underplay your concerns, discredit your thoughts, and invalidate your feelings. They will tell you things like, why are you being too sensitive? Or, why are you creating problems? Or, you're overreacting. Dismissal. The narc will attempt to shut you down by telling you, why are you bringing up the past? You're over it. And they'll do this when you're trying to make them realize that they are repeating the wrongdoing that they promised to change. But of course, they're going to pretend that this conversation never happened and this issue never actually happened. Provoking. The narc will resort to this next level of gaslighting. That's when they actually lose it, when they're not winning and they're not managing to get you to succumb to them. If you're actually standing up to them and calling them out on their behavior, I was going to say a different word, but that's a better one. They will push your buttons and they will be triggering an aggressive response from you as they're taunting you and insulting you. Their aim here is to prove to you that you are the aggressor and that they are your victim. Their intention also, when they do this around people, and they do this in subtle ways, is to show evidence of you being crazy and irrational. This is to solidate the smear campaign that they have already began with family and friends to turn them against you and for them to believe in their victimhood story. Unfounded accusations. The narc will, from time to time, accuse you of being careless, lazy, irresponsible, or simply incapable. Their aim is to create doubt in your self-esteem and confidence. They will attempt to make you question your reality and your own intuition. At times, they will be accusing you of cheating. Meanwhile, it is because they're the ones that are being unfaithful and playing mind games. Triangulating. The narc will use this tactic either by actually involving a third person in the dynamic, and that's for their attempt to make you go mad, or by continuously using comparison with other couples. They'll be using their names, people you know, as a baseline, excuse me, as a baseline to their expected behavior of you. It is a form of control, okay? They try to convince you that your whole life you didn't know what the right thing was, and that you need to change your behavior for the correct one now. This includes having to accept them doing what they please and when they please. Last one, projecting. The narc indeed is an unstable person, and it shows in their behavior, in the manner they speak, their facial expressions, their temper tantrums when they're not getting their way with you or getting their demands met by you. Also in their choice of words. Their actions are contradicting, and sometimes they seem extreme in certain cases. The narcissist will accuse you of their own behaviors. Then they will tell you, there's something wrong with you. You need therapy. And here's the conclusion. These pathological liars and manipulative creatures aren't capable of handling conflict with their partner, significant other, any other way than by gaslighting. It is their go-to response. It's all they know. And the longer you allow this madness to be part of your life, they will drive you crazy and cause you to lose your patience, your mind, and your grip over reality. You will eventually explode, and you'll find yourself behaving in ways you never knew you were capable of. Let's say they can turn you into a lunatic, a copy of them, but only temporarily while you're trying to fend yourself against their attacks. It's a survival mechanism for you. In reality, you are nothing like them. That was their agenda from the start. It's to bring you down to your knees so they can feel better about themselves. Because deep down they know they are nothing. I hope you liked this video. Please do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you for watching.